So, question: have you seen Michael Jordan's Last Dance every episode?
Everyone has. Yes, everyone has. So yes, the answer is yes.
I'm not the only one. Now, I know you. Wait, have you changed your mind on the MJ GOAT?
Well, my opinion doesn't really matter because I didn't get to watch all of Michael Jordan's games. Like, my opinion's going to be better off judging who is better, LeBron or Zion, because I got to watch both of them. Michael Jordan, I've only watched one full game, so it's kind of tough.
Damn.
It was an incredible game. It was tough.
Well,
But I'd probably say
I see what
Michael
you're saying.
Jordan. Yeah, Michael Jordan was probably better.
Well, like that era, they had no social media, so I think that's the kicker. Like if they had social media back then, I think Michael Jordan would be.
He would definitely eclipse LeBron for followers. How about that?
Yeah.
And that's like the most important thing in the world. So,
well, Game 6.
Basketball.
Well, I think he still holds the record. Game 6 of 1998 was the most watched playoff game ever.
That's the one that I watched.
Yeah, it had like over 22 million views.
Well, I mean, Michael Jordan essentially saved the entire league, right? Because there was actually someone to watch that. Yeah. So that ratings thing doesn't surprise me too much. And I don't know, basketball right now, it's a little iffy too with ratings. I bet the knee to China and whatnot. It's not a great look.
Yeah, I think the media hypes the ratings.
Yeah, they're trying to sell us the stuff like, oh, everyone's cutting the cord and everyone's watching online. Well, that's the case with all those things. Like the NFL, people are watching online too, and their ratings are going up. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
There's probably better players than the ones that most people think are the best ones that are playing right now. 100%.
Exhibit A. Luka Doncic. The GOAT. The real GOAT.
Oh, yeah, that kid's unreal.
Yeah. It's like almost averaging a triple-double, and he's not a complete ball hog like Russell Westbrook is. It's like, you can see the tears from Russell Westbrook, his centers. They're just crying because Russell Westbrook's always flying across the court to pick up that rebound to make sure he gets to 10.
Yeah, he's
just killing his center's contract value. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen that new pic of Harden that just came out? I think it was today or yesterday.
No, sir.
Guy looks skinny.
Not good. Not good.
No, not good at all. He's gonna have no.
They're already terrible on defense. Can't have Harden getting pushed around even more than he already does.
Yeah. I don't know. They're still work. Do you think they're even going to continue this year's NBA?
Yeah, it's too much money.
Yeah.
And it's different, you know. It's the United States. There are a bunch of different states that kind of make their own rules. So they're going to find somewhere to make it work, and they're going to... the MLB, on the other hand, I'm not sure they're going to get it rolling. Because the thing to realize is a lot of these NBA guys' salaries comes from like a lot of different areas. Major League Baseball dudes, they don't really get those huge endorsement deals that basketball players do. So I'm not so sure that MLB is going to be able to start. But basketball, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get going.
Yeah. Just sucks for LeBron because what does he have? He signed a 4-year contract with LA. And what is this? Year
2.
What, 1 or 2 left?
Yeah. Nah, LeBron's got like 5 years left.
No, I meant on contract.
On contract?
Yeah, 1 or 2 years left with Genie.
Probably, yeah.
Like, imagine if that happened to Michael Jordan back in the day. This is kind of actually what it did, except he just retired early.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have gone down. Michael Jordan would have been, like, pissed off. He would have been yelling it from the rooftop. Probably would have gotten, like, even more into debt from his golf game.
Oh, you think he went broke, eh? I don't know.
No, I think he would have gone if he had, like, a giant Corona pause.
Oh,
I don't know. Who knows what would have happened, but...
Yeah, if Corona happened in 97 after they won, we'll see. That'd be tough.
It would be tough. But yeah, I mean, this isn't that big of a deal for LeBron because like he sits out what every third game anyway, just to rest. So how many games would he have really got in? 10 to 15 he's gonna miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure on his minute restrictions, but he usually plays a decent amount.
I mean, it pays off. Definitely pays off. Like there is playoff LeBron now.
Hmm.
Owls.
Yeah, LeBron's
There is
old
playoff
as fuck.
LeBron. And he's pretty old, but I don't know. Like I'm kind of a believer of Tom Brady too, in that like he says he wants to play till he's 45. I'm pretty sure he can do it.
Well, I mean, he got Gronk out of retirement, so that's
Yeah, but
that's
Gronk
something
is
else.
a baby in comparison.
Hmm.
I mean, that just sounds like such a fun endeavor for Tom Brady to go down to Tampa Bay and just like sling it around to Godwin and Evans and tight ends down there. Like,
Just sling it around a good old time.
sounds like a blast. I mean, he picked the right division too. The Saints have never had a defense for as long as I've been a fan. The Panthers are in complete rebuild, and the Falcons have never really had that great of a defense anyway. He gets to play a couple of his games in a dome. I mean, geez, he'll be fine. He's definitely gonna win the divorce with Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. He already won, right? Because Garoppolo.
I guess so. But did you see that thing that Belichick's doing? He's trying to prove to everybody that he actually has a soul. He's calling Jarrett Stidham Stid. Like he's actually trying to be personable and shit.
No, I didn't see that.
It's pretty wacky. Yeah, he's calling Jarrett Stidham Stid. It's very strange.
That
It's
is
not very Belichickian.
Hmm. It's gonna be called the Corona season, 2020, the Corona season.
Yeah, no one's ever gonna forget this shit.
Man, did you know? Okay, did you notice the product placement when you were watching that Netflix series?
No, not really.
What? You didn't notice? All
I
right.
was probably not paying attention. I was like, Jesus Christ, this Michael Jordan guy was pretty darn good.
All the Air Jordan shoes.
Well, yeah, I mean that's obvious.
And then did you
I mean, is
know
that
his
product
drink?
placement or
What he was
just
drinking?
doesn't? What was he drinking?
He was drinking his own tequila. Him, listen to this.
Damn.
Him and well, I guess 4 other owners of NBA teams. I know. Okay, so him, Jeannie Buss for the Lakers is part of it. I don't know the other 3 owners. They own a tequila brand
Okay.
called Sincora, which means 5 gold. Isn't that crazy? So he's drinking
Yeah.
his own tequila in his own shoes and clothes.
I mean, Michael Jordan's probably one of the coolest people ever. That's one of the coolest things you can do. I mean,
One of the
that
most
entire
relevant,
Last Dance
for
stuff.
sure.
I mean, to get Michael Jordan to do this stuff, he doesn't usually do any of these interviews or anything. You probably had to sweeten the deal somehow, and just making the documentary, one giant subliminal message for Michael Jordan's brands might have been the way they got it done.
Yeah, he signed off on, I'm pretty sure, everything. Like, it was kind of like a series about Michael Jordan from Michael Jordan. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few YouTube videos. People are saying, "Oh, The Last Dance, how they lied to you." I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
interesting.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
So, who out of that whole, besides Michael Jordan, who did you find like the second most kind of like interesting character?
character?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, because my dad always told me what a lunatic Dennis Rodman is, but I didn't know he was like that. Like he's just piecing in the middle of like the biggest games, and he's wrestling Hulk Hogan,
Yes.
and like, can you imagine like LeBron James just takes off and he's like in WCW wrestling people, and the Lakers are out there getting their ass kicked, and he's out there wrestling people. It's very strange. I can't believe that happened. It's Dennis Rodman, definitely.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman. That was, I mean, like if you're that good and you're still putting up the numbers, then I mean, like, well,
There was that story about Jordan too, where he was gambling in Atlantic City till 3 a.m. and then just came back and absolutely annihilated the Knicks for like 50 plus points or something.
Well, he did drop. I think MJ's record is 69 in a game.
That's
dropped 69.
hilarious. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. Which is more than
That's
LeBron.
a lot of points. Well, that's kind of tough, right? Because LeBron kind of plays a different position than Jordan. You heard it over and over again in those interviews with the peripheral players on the Bulls. They're like, "Yeah, the ball's going to Jordan, and there ain't no chance he's passing." You never really get that feeling with LeBron. He's a little bit more of a facilitator, and he's more of an assist guy. He's more of a rebounder than Jordan was, but Jordan's. That's why it's kind of tough. Like a better comparison for Jordan would be Durant because they kind of play the same type of game. Mid-range jumpers, driving to the basket, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but like a Durant that actually has a bunch of muscle and like tenacity.
Yeah, I guess so.
Durant's just like lanky. Like he drops them, but it's like just.
They call him like the tarantula or something.
I don't know. That looks like a tarantula.
Yeah, but that's a better. Obviously you choose Jordan every time, but that's a better comparison. The guy that reminded me the most of LeBron in that whole documentary was Karl Malone.
Wait, Karl Malone reminds you of who?
LeBron, sorry.
Yeah. Like a thicker LeBron.
Yeah. And can
slap
jump
on,
shot a little bit and
slap on
to
another
like
40. Slap on another 40 pounds of muscle. I think LeBron's 260. So what do you think Malone was?
Probably something similar. I'm gonna look that up.
Look that up.
Pretty sure it's copyrighted if you say a certain person's name in there, but
I know, right? JRE.
Karl Malone, 250 pounds. LeBron James, 250 pounds. LeBron James, 6'9". Karl Malone, 6'9". So there you go. There you go.
They're the same size. I thought Malone just looks.
Man, the coolest thing about Karl Malone has one nickname: the Mailman. That's his nickname. Look at LeBron James, LeBron Ramon James, King James, LBJ, Chosen One, Bron, the Little Emperor, the Akron Hammer, L Train. Like
that's actually a good one. The Akron Hammer. I like that one. Good. The Akron Hammer. I haven't heard that one.
The only one I've ever heard of is King James. I've never heard anyone call him Bron.
Okay.
Or the Akron Hammer. That's
the what?
The Akron Hammer. He's from Akron because it's called Akron.
Oh yeah, that's right. Akron. I was trying to think of the right pronunciation for that.
Yeah, that's the Canadian coming out.
Yeah,
he's from Akron, guys.
Yeah. I don't know. The most interesting thing too was his personal trainer, MJ's personal trainer, Tim Grover. Crazy. That dude was crazy. He said he'd watch the games, okay? He would count every step of the game that Michael did and which way he stepped, and then he would train him appropriately to that.
Really?
So, like, if he used his
seems
right
like overkill, but it obviously worked, huh?
Yeah. Because MJ, his rookie, what was it? It was his rookie years or something. He injured his ankle.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Or he broke his ankle. It was pretty serious.
Something bad, yeah.
Yeah, so he helped him with that and something else. He was, like, prone to 2 injury spots. One was the ankles and the other one was shoulders, probably, I'm going to guess.
Huh.
Or another big topic was MJ's yellow eyes during that whole series. They were dark.
They were dark, yeah.
People are like, he must have jaundice or something.
I mean, he likes to smoke. He likes to drink. He looks like he's been enjoying himself, and
Yeah,
he probably deserves it. So,
man, what was your favorite car that MJ drove?
oh,
That
that
whole
red
series.
Porsche, that red Porsche.
The red Porsche.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
was minty fresh.
Okay. Okay.
That was minty. What about yours?
Um, he drove this black Ferrari 512, and that was like the only one I was like, damn, because the other ones were kind of like, he seemed to drive a lot of Corvettes and drove the
Yeah,
Land Rover, the Porsche, but that Ferrari 512, it's like a Testarossa. Oh my
yeah.
goodness, that's a nice looking car.
He definitely drove some nice cars back in the day. Surprised those dudes drive themselves around that much though.
That
Seems
is
like a
true.
massive liability. Like a massive liability. If I was the owner of the Bulls, there would be like 9 cars all around his car, and it would be like the Secret Service car that they ship the president around in. Like
Yeah,
bulletproof glass, like just worth way too much money.
yeah. Even if you say you spent what more than $1,000 a day, so we'll just round her to like $500,000 per year on just like a motor brigade.
Yeah,
Like worth it, because if
well
anything
worth it.
happens, bam, that's like
Yeah,
max contract for ever
yeah.
till he zones
I
out.
mean, if or not LeBron, if Michael Jordan was going to take out insurance when he was playing on like his right hand,
Hmm.
what is that insurance policy for? Like, he's a billionaire now, and that all came from shooting a basketball. So he's got $1 billion insurance uh thing on his right arm, his right hand. So yeah, $500,000 a year on a motor brigade to make sure that's all taken care of. Yeah, not the worst idea in the world.
Exactly.
But I mean, I can understand from the player's perspective not wanting that kind of, you know, everyone gets into a car every day and thinks it's fine. That is fine, but you are risking your life driving out there. There's some crazy people.
That's true. And another thing was, did you notice Scottie Pippen when he talked? I would assume it's his house. There's like no
Yeah,
furniture, nothing.
yeah, yeah, a little creepy. Definitely a weird vibe, but
I don't
he
even
came
know.
off as like a real
Yeah,
down to earth dude.
I don't even know what he was sitting on. I don't even think it showed a chair in the background. It kind of just was a stool or something. Was this an
Yeah,
empty house?
I have no idea. Didn't think of that. Yeah, it was a
That
super empty house.
that whole series, I was like, this is pretty much like Scottie Pippen, salty. It was a salty Scotty.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't that contract kind of Scottie Pippen's fault? I mean, if I was the owner, I would have paid him, but he kind of played the safe game by signing a long contract that soon.
He
Like, I think it
did.
was at the end of the documentary, Michael Jordan was like, "Oh yeah, I was signing 1 year contracts left, right, and center."
Yeah,
That's how you maximize these things.
yeah. That's usually what the stars have been doing nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, Scottie Pippen was criminally underpaid, and it was in their best interest to make sure that dude was happy. But oof, that's a tough one to lay blame on either side.
Yeah, if you were the Bulls, like as a business, you know, makes sense for
Yeah.
the Bulls not to pay him or redo his contract.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's saying he finished his career salary earnings with 110 million.
That's terrible. Scottie
Yeah, but
Pippen is in poverty right now. That's how we figured out his entire house
get
is
this.
empty.
It does say, well, Jordan finished with 89.7 million.
So Scottie got some kind of contract down the line.
I think he just played longer.
Did he?
I think he just paid longer, and when he left the Bills, he actually got paid.
Fair enough. It's possible. Damn. Man, Zion Williamson is 64.5% free throw shooter. I think I could shoot that.
Wait,
Just
Zion
a
shoots what
random
percentage at the
point.
line?
64.5%. That's like Andre Drummond shit. That's terrible.
I think LeBron's is worse though, isn't it?
Nah,
It's
he's
the
like
same.
75. Nah, he's
Oh, it
like
went up.
75. 73.5.
I wonder what LeBron's clutch line shot percentage is. Probably like
I don't think he's made one yet. I think he
Yeah.
passed it off to Kyrie, so I don't think we have statistics yet.
pass it off.
Maybe
Pass
he'll
it
need
off.
yeah. I mean, watching the Lakers this year was just get the ball to Anthony Davis and let him do his thing on the inside.
Oh, that is so
There's
painful
no
to
Kyrie,
watch.
man. Yeah,
It's so
course.
painful to watch the Lakers. The whole game, it's just LeBron to AD, and AD is just battling it out in the paint.
yeah. I mean, when the Golden State Warriors are back next year, it might be an interesting clash of styles if it's going to be Golden State against the Lakers in 2021. Yeah, 2021 next year. Because I guess a guy like, do they still have Iguodala? They think they traded Iguodala, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's gone.
So they might have some problems on the inside with Anthony Davis. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Golden State Warriors are never back. The Splash Bros got messed up pretty bad, injury wise.
Well, here's a question. The Splash Bros did get messed up, but Clay's going to be back next year, right?
Of course.
Okay. But KD, is he going to be playing next year? Yeah.
I mean, the consensus answer is yes, but I've looked into that injury that he had, and everyone's saying like there's a good track record of people getting hurt this way and not coming back to be nearly as good as they were before. So Brooklyn might have got themselves a Hall of Famer, but a real broken down one. I mean, I hope that's not the case. I love watching Durant play, but the statistics kind of speak for themselves.
But the thing is, does the coronavirus and these league not playing the games affect their yearly contracts?
I know this better in baseball than I do in basketball.
Because
I know in baseball you're paid by the game and you're not paid for the playoffs. So you're paid every 2 weeks while you're playing games in the big leagues and not in the off season.
Because AD's contract is up. He only did a 1 year with LA.
Yeah, these guys wouldn't be getting paid either way if it was MLB. Don't know how NBA works, but the playoffs in Major League Baseball aren't paid for. You play those for free.
That's interesting. They must have a players union though, right?
They all have players unions. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter how you get paid if it's prorated over 82 games or possible 100 games if you make a decent run in the playoffs. 98 games is the most. Oh no, definitely not. That'd be a sweep. Maybe you go deep and you're in 100 games. Doesn't really matter how it's prorated. I mean, you don't know if you're going to make the playoffs at the start of the season, so it's better to just do it over the 82 games that you do know the players are all going to play.
That's insane, though. Like, what? So their only motivation to play in the playoffs is to win the championship?
Yeah.
They don't.
I mean, there are monetary things there. Well, it's great for your brand. What if Kawhi wins a championship with LA? The sneakers are flying off the shelves. So, I don't think it's entirely noble pursuits, but most of those guys, I'm sure, want to win titles.
I think Kawhi Leonard, if anyone can do it, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George
they're way deeper than the Lakers. I mean, I'm pretty sure when the NBA comes back, it's going to be more of like a March Madness style tournament.
We'll put it this way. Clippers, okay?
Yeah.
Pat Beverly locked up LeBron. Okay.
Sure.
Locked him up at the line, could have been game-winning shot. Locked his ass up. Okay. Is Beverly better?
All defensive team player for sure.
Yeah. Is he better than Kawhi? No. Is he better than Paul George?
Wait. Who are you talking about?
Beverly.
Is Beverly better than Paul George? Or no, definitely not.
Exactly. So imagine if it was
He's
either one
better
of those that
defensively
switched
than
out.
those two other guys.
I don't know.
But
Kawhi's a pretty beast.
overall, Kawhi is very good. It would probably be a little bit more of a conversation between those two, but he's definitely a better defender than PG-13.
His hand is the size of a laptop.
Yeah, those guys' hands.
Put that in
See
perspective.
MJ's
Like,
hands?
I'm pretty sure he can do some defense.
Yeah, it's borderline terrifying.
Just has to put that window in front of someone's face while they're shooting. Can't see nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. The Clippers are just so much better, well-rounded. They're a much better, well-rounded team than the Lakers. And if it's like anything like a 6 or 7 game series, that's gonna end up mattering big time. You know, the Lakers don't have a Montrezl Harrell off the bench. That's huge. How are they going to stop a dude like that without Anthony Davis playing 46 minutes?
That's true. I want to look at the record of LA Clippers versus Lakers because I want to say Clippers had the winning.
It was close.
For the 2019 season, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says March 8th, 2020, Lakers 1-1. December 2019, Clippers 1-2. And then October 2019, Clippers 1-1. So, yeah. 25% of the time, Lakers win. But 75% of the time, according to these stats, Clip City, baby.
But that's all fine and dandy. Playoff Braun was not engaged yet. It was not activated.
Yeah, but playoff Braun's old balls now.
Playoff Braun is pretty scary.
I don't know.
I would beware playoff Braun.
He's 35.
Yeah, it's a little old, but all that rest that he gets during the season definitely pays off. Like I don't know. I'm pretty sure LeBron James can go for another 5 years. Like Karl Malone, exact same height, exact same weight. He played till he was 40.
I don't know. MJ, put it this way. MJ's 57 years old right now.
Okay.
Dwayne Wayne's retired at 38, and he was past his prime for sure. Steph Curry, we got... You know what? Steph Curry's going to last a bit, I think, because he's 32 right now. He's looking 26. He's looking 26 years old.
He plays a different style of basketball, too.
Exactly. He's not
just shoot from half court and destroy it.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. It's perfect for the longevity of a player, is how Stephen Curry plays.
Yeah. Dude, I seen some statistic that Steve Kerr was the best three-point shooter of all time, statistically.
Steve Kerr,
that little munchkin dude.
Yeah, he played.
Steve Kerr stats. Like, that dude could shoot a 3. I think it was like 45% from 3 over his career. I mean, maybe the sample size is low because MJ only threw Kerr the ball like 3 times. So,
yeah.
I'm just going to check right here.
His
3-point percentage, 45.4%.
30.
Born in Beirut, Lebanon. That's terrifying.
Oh,
That was a sad story.
People were asking if he was Arabic or something like that, so that makes sense.
Stephen Douglas Kerr. Not super Arabic, but you never know. 45.4% from 3. Let's check what Curry is. Because I bet you it's less than that. Now, Curry, again, takes more ridiculous shots. And Steve Kerr was just wide open a ton because everyone's paying attention to MJ. Yeah, 43.5% from 3 for Curry.
Yeah, Curry's a beast.
He's a beast, definitely.
Yeah, no, that series went in depth on Steve Kerr too. That was interesting about his dad and stuff like that in the Middle East.
Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both of them, or Jordan too.
Yeah, what do you like? That's a tough one. I don't know. You think that was
I
involved with
mean,
anything or no? Or
tough.
I
I mean,
know.
nobody has
You think
any idea.
you think it was
But
random? Do you think it was random? Like
it's
a
tough.
dude pulled over for a nap.
Tough to believe. Yeah, tough to believe it was completely random. The thing with
Right?
MJ's dad. I,
Super tough.
ooh, Space Jam: A New Legacy. LeBron James teams up with Bugs Bunny. Love it.
Did you like the original
2021.
Space Jam?
That was like my childhood.
Same. I love that movie.
That's the only reason I knew who Michael Jordan was. I thought he was the guy from Space Jam. Didn't even know he was playing for the Bulls when I was a kid. Didn't watch
Yeah,
basketball, but I
true.
love Space Jam. It's
Okay.
like, oh my god, it's the Space Jam guy.
Yeah, I don't think. I wonder who's going to be AD's. Probably. Yeah, LeBron probably brought all the Lakers in the cast.
Clay Thompson's in it. I saw. That's the only reason I saw. Let's see. Music by Hans Zimmer. Good man. Good man. Don Cheadle. He's always fun. Guess it's probably best just to check the IMDb.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Clay Thompson. Why is Chris
Damian
Paul in there?
Illard.
Chris Paul is in Space Jam 2. That's who they picked for the little guy, for the little alien or whatever.
Sonequa Martin Green is Savannah James. Don Cheadle, LeBron, Gerald Johnson.
Oh, they added a WNBA
Cassandra
star.
Star with multiple R's. That's good. John Flanagan, security guy. Wow. Can you imagine going to an audition in Los Angeles? This poor Grace Santo. Her role is girl at cafe. Just like, yeah, I was miscellaneous girl at cafe in Space Jam 2. Wow.
They better not murder the Space Jam saga. If they do, I'm gonna be the saddest human being.
Yeah, that was both of our childhoods, man.
Yeah, yep. That'd be horrid. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Okay, who would you rather pick right now, though? Who would you rather pick instead of LeBron James as the head to replace MJ for Space Jam 2? Who would you pick?
What, LeBron or Jordan?
Nope. It can't be either of those.
Oh, boy.
I'd pick like Boogie Cousins. That would be hilarious. I would love that.
Yeah,
or
I was
Kawhi.
thinking Draymond Green would be pretty funny.
Or Giannis. Yeah. Ooh.
It's not going to speak because it's mostly a North American audience. Probably just go with Steph. Seems like a pretty hilarious dude. And when the aliens grow up real tall, doesn't even matter because Steph could just shoot over them.
Giannis wouldn't even care. He would just put him to the floor.
Yeah, they just go. Yeah, Gianni cannot shoot for his life, so he would still need to barge through all those aliens. It'd be Steph for sure.
For the 1920 rankings, top 25, Kawhi Leonard's number 1. LeBron's actually number 2. Then it's Giannis.
Oh, it's like one of those BuzzFeed lists?
No. NBC Sports.
Oh, okay. Doing the same tricks. Damn, Space Jam 1996. I was a whopping 3 years old. So, I think I can get a pass on thinking Michael Jordan was like some kind of actor as opposed to 6.4 out of 10 IMDb, 43% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What? That?
Yeah.
You know what? That's
Shut
one website
the front
will
door.
rate a good movie garbage.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of great movies that got hammered on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like how well do you think Hot Tub Time Machine did?
Terribly, but classic. Should be winning an Academy Award. But
exactly. I love that movie.
Fantastic.
Let's see the ratings. Okay. Most popular, 94, 92% yes. Oh, wait, let's see what it got. Sorry. 63%. tomato meter or whatever, and then 56% audience score. Who is this audience rating this marvel of a movie such a low? Should be realistically 95.
Like even this, while it's no slam dunk, Space Jam's silly, Looney Tunes laden slapstick and vivid animation will leave younger viewers satisfied, though accompanying adults may be more annoyed than entertained. What the fuck kind of a statement is that? That's so fucking dumb. If you're going to take your kids to see Space Jam, you're doing it for your kids. And if it's going to leave younger viewers satisfied, then you as a parent are going to be happy because your kid's happy. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Yeah, that was... I don't know. I know it's on Netflix, but I seen the DVD, and I bought it anyways.
Yeah. Like a normal person.
Yeah, just in case they take it off. By Hateful Eight too, because you know what? Why not?
the loony bin, the dollar bin at Walmart.
No, I don't know how much it was. I didn't even look. I was like, "Let's just come home with me." Look. Classic. Watch it every day.
Nice. Yeah, man. Fuck.
I don't know. It's an interesting year, but.
I mean, it would have gotten a lot more interesting. Can you imagine the Zion hype if the season continued and he continued crushing souls the way he was?
I don't even know. That guy's a highlight reel.
That would have been fun because I'm pretty sure the Pelicans would have made the playoffs.
I think they had the depth, the Pelicans. Lonzo. I like Lonzo. They got Ingram.
Oh, I like Lonzo too. He's definitely gotten a lot better. A lot better. I don't know. I think the Lakers gave up too much to get Anthony Davis.
For 1 year too. Like this was a year they kind of went all in, traded their young core, which they shouldn't have done. In hindsight.
I mean, that decision was already made when they brought LeBron in. That it's win now. You wouldn't have brought LeBron in if you weren't willing to get rid of every young piece you have to win now.
Yeah, because what did they get rid of? What was it? Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram? I feel like someone else.
Wasn't it 3 first-rounders?
Oh,
I know that the picks aren't as significant in basketball as they are in the NFL, but that's still a lot. Lakers will send Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and several draft picks to the New Orleans.
7 draft
the New
picks.
Orleans to acquire Davis.
For a 1 year rental?
Several, not
for a 1 year rental?
Several draft picks.
That's insane. What did How did the Raptors get Kawhi? I know they traded
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar, but what else?
Didn't they throw some picks in too? I mean, that was an easy deal for the Spurs. Okay. He didn't want to be there anymore.
So let's see. So for Kawhi, which is the number 1 rated NBA player right now, they traded DeMar DeRozan. Okay, fair. Jacob Pulte and a first round pick.
Jacob Poodle.
Poodle.
He is like
a first round pick.
Decent backup center.
That is a great trade.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I was the Toronto Raptors GM, just because it's nearly impossible to find anybody who will be loyal to a franchise in any sport in Toronto, and they found like the most loyal all-star ever in DeMar DeRozan, and them trading him was like, boy.
Well, they traded him for a championship. Like, they got the championship. If they didn't, different story. But they did.
Have some loyalty. I'd rather have DeMar still around and have them not have won a championship.
Ooh, really? That's a tough one.
100%. 100%. I'm not selling myself for a piece of gold that I get to own for 1 year. Mm-hmm. I mean, DeMar DeRozan was like the Canadian Kobe for Canadian people. It's not even close to as good as Kobe, but he was an all-star. Him and Lowry got along fantastically. They were great. They had them in the playoffs every year. Everyone loved those two guys in Toronto. And they could have gone on for another 5, 6, 7, 8 years, finished it off in Toronto. Maybe during that time, they would have had a chance to win because Siakam was still coming up in the system. I don't know when or where they got Ibaka from, but they would have had a decent core even with DeMar and the other guy. And you have them for 6, 7, 8 years, so you can make multiple runs as opposed to making one run. I mean, when you're trading... Fuck. Fuck.
When you're trading what?
When you're initially trading for Kawhi, and you know two things at that point. You're betraying DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. And number two, you don't know if you're going to win the championship for sure. You could betray those guys and then not win the championship, and then you're completely fucked. If you say, all right, guaranteed championship, and you trade them, it's a little different, but that's not the situation that Masai Ujiri had on his hands. Now, it all turned out great because that shot went in against the 76ers, but that shot could have not gone in. And then you're just left there holding your hands like, what have we done?
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the Toronto Raptors played like they did right now, because they're second in the Eastern Conference, if they played like they are right now with DeMar, different story. But they were playing like garbage.
Well, they
where was the
weren't
team?
playing like garbage. And they weren't playing like garbage, but they didn't have it. You know, in basketball, you need a guy, whether that's Kobe, LeBron, Gianni. You need to have the guy. DeMar was never that guy. He was an all-star, lower to mid type of all-star. So was Kyle Lowry, and they would crush in the regular season, do really well in the regular season, and when push come to shove against a Milwaukee, anybody in the West, they were going to lose. And the only thing that I'm saying is that might have changed with Siakam coming up and some of the other dudes that they have. Probably not, but like I said, I'd rather be loyal to those guys who are loyal to me as opposed to selling out.
Who's the Toronto Raptor with the cooking show? Okay.
I don't even know. Cooking show.
Yeah, I swear, every Toronto Raptor, after they won that, they all sold out.
I guess, like normal people.
Yeah, they all sold out. Oh, it's Serge Ibaka that has the cooking show.
I would have guessed that. I don't know why I didn't spit it out.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Who also isn't as good as I thought he was.
Ibaka?
Yeah, I remember I watched him and it was with the Thunder. I was like, damn, this guy can ball. And he kind of, I want to see what his field goal percent is. It seems like every time that dude takes a jumper, it's not going in.
I think he's more defense.
Sure. I'm just looking it up right now.
He's in a 6ix9ine song.
I mean,
throw it back like Ibaka. I believe was there. Yeah.
Okay. He's shooting a lot better than I thought. I guess it's just a small sample size, but yeah. Yeah, 51% from the field, almost 40% from three, which is insanely good.
How many threes have he shot, though?
Good question.
Usually those guys with a super high percentage can just be little shots.
It's pretty high. 3.3 a game.
Okay.
It's reasonable. I mean, he could be running a little hot, but he's 36.1 for his career, 39.8% last year. So it's not a fluke, but that's really good. I mean, you have to be able to spread the floor now in the NBA. You have to have at least 4 guys that can shoot the three. That's why you see. I remember I always see like Joel Embiid just draining threes. Like that's you kind of need your center to be able to do that now.
He's dangerous. Joel can. He was a hot for like what, a couple games, and then
yeah. I mean, you just need him to shoot like 30%. Just need him. If you leave him wide open, he's going to make some of these.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Like, I remember watching Raptors games, and Valanciunas would always have the ball at the 3-point line, and the other defenders were just staring there looking at him. Like,
Yeah.
go for it, dude. That
Yeah.
isn't going to work out so well in today's NBA.
What team's Valanciunas on right now?
Memphis.
Memphis.
And he has been so unbelievably inconsistent, but when he's been good, boy.
I think Memphis beat the Lakers last game they played, which is crazy.
That is a little crazy. But Memphis got that Ja Morant guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty decent. And then Valanciunas has a decent game. And maybe Jaren Jackson comes in. They got decent young core there.
The young cores, which the Lakers sold their soul for.
Zion Williamson's almost 300 pounds.
He didn't lose the weight? No. I thought he shaped up.
It's 285. I hope that's old. Yeah. So I would like to see him play for a while.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's
jumping like 50
marginally
inches,
chunky, yeah.
landing on your knees at almost 300 pounds.
Yeah. Not great.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they play at Disneyland, get these games going again.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, those are two examples of how trading for a one-year deal can go really well and then really wrong. If they are not able to re-sign Anthony Davis in the Lakers and the season is canceled versus Kawhi Leonard going to the Raptors.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, is it just me or the new kind of rookies coming into the league just seem like wisps of players?
I don't know what that means. Like they're fast?
No, they're kind of garbage. Like some of not all of them. Like, so the current rookie of the year candidates, okay? J.A. Morant, okay, fine. Zion Williamson, beast. Kendrick Nunn, R.J. Barrett, which R.J. Barrett
Maple Mamba. R.J. Barrett is young, though.
Yeah, exactly.
The Maple Mamba is young.
Almost like the face of the leagues are like, they have to be in there for a few years, and then they either turn on or they don't.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know. Like with LeBron, you knew exactly what was going to happen the whole time. Zion is a little riskier, but you kind of know what's going to happen here with Zion as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you have a perennial all-star who's just going to be awesome to watch for 20 plus years. I mean, who knows where medical science is in 20 years when Zion would think about retiring.
Ooh, that's
he could play till he's 50. Who knows? Bionic knees, exactly. Who knows what's going to happen? So, but like a guy like Ja Morant, like what's his ceiling? It's not LeBron.
Well, Zion did sign. He's actually signed with Michael Jordan, $75 million shoe deal.
Yeah.
Even before he played an NBA game. Isn't that insane?
Mike knows what he's doing. What are Kyrie's stats?
Yeah.
It's like you feel like Ja Morant's ceiling is someone like Kyrie.
Yeah.
Or a Zion, if he could get into that GOAT discussion. Oof. Damn, Kyrie's a beast.
I don't think Zion has a ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. Jump straight through it. Kyrie is 27?
What?
Woo. Damn. Uncle Drew. Okay. I mean, I guess you could say that's Ja Morant's ceiling, but that is a pretty darn high ceiling. 28. He's born in Melbourne, Australia. Damn. These are some random birthplaces. Didn't even know.
But I think he's had some injuries on them.
Yeah. Kyrie had pretty similar stats. 19. What was John Morant right now? 20. Yeah. So I could definitely see John Morant if he turns out turning into another Kyrie. Kyrie, how long was his contract with the Nets?
I want to say he did like a max contract for.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah.
4-year, $142 million.
Yep.
My boy got paid. Good for him.
Didn't
Wow.
Durant get like the same deal though?
He got an extra $22 million.
And
Same
didn't
4-year
play
deal.
this season. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Creating what should be one of the best duos in the league once Durant returns from injury. We'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
The East is definitely slowly getting tougher, though. I think my pick for the championship this year before COVID would have been the Bucks.
To what? Get the chip?
Yeah, point blank period.
The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Okay. I'd go Clip City all day. Clippers could beat the Bucks.
Yeah, I think in terms of the betting line, the Bucks were favorite because it's almost guaranteed they're going to make it into the finals. Yeah, the Bucks were 53-12 this year. They're pretty good. I mean, I understand they're playing in the East.
Exactly, I was going to say.
Yeah, there are some dog shit teams in the East. I mean,
they really are.
The Brooklyn Nets are 30-34, and they're in the 7th spot.
Dang.
That's a little different than the Western Conference. Seems to be that way with a lot of sports, though. Like in football, the NFC is way better than the AFC. It's changing now, but over the last 5 years, the NFC overall, top to bottom, has been so much better than the AFC.
I want to say it was like the Suns or something like that, where a year and a half or 2 years ago, there's only like two players still left on that team. Same roster.
Yeah, I think you're right. I heard that same thing. Wow.
Dog.
Golden State Warriors were 15-50. I think Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are important.
I think so too.
KD too. But yeah, there you go. The 7th spot in the Western Conference is 40-27. I mean, like the Pelicans, 28-36. Not the worst team in the world. Yeah. The Trailblazers, 29-37. Not the worst team in the world.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Like, where would the Trailblazers be if they were in the East? Like 3rd? Something like that?
Yes.
Because I'm not a massive believer in the Miami Heat in the 4th spot.
Miami
the
Heat.
Pacers.
Butler, though.
39.
Butler.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's
great defender.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they're all right. Miami Heat would be a fringe playoff team in the West.
A fringe.
Yeah, something like that.
Good terminology. I like that. Fringe.
Fringe.
It's like the seasons.
Great TV show.
All the seasons right now are on the fringe. It's going to be called the